So I also wanted to ask you guys out there, how many of you consider Alicia here like a positive role model?
Role model is, I mean, it's a time you grow up in when you're so young. And I definitely had the role models when I was a kid, and I know how important they are, obviously. And I think they are so important. They set great values, and what they do obviously informs what a lot of people feel or relate to. It's hard though now because anything can be, everything and anything is recorded now. And so things that you don't necessarily mean to be recorded or taken out of context can then be transferred as what a role model should be or shouldn't be, when it's hard to, I feel like the lines of where a role model is now is blurry or in a gray zone. I feel like now there's a lot more pressure on people of what should be a role model or what is classified as that, especially with the laws of privacy changing and just technology. It's changed a lot from when I was young. Like role models for me were like, you know, like they do, like it was like a pop star that did a performance, and then that's what you saw, and then maybe you saw like an interview or something and it was the best thing ever. Now everything is online and every little detail is accounted for. So it's very, especially being in the position I'm in now, it's hard to manage what you give out and don't give out so that you're not misinterpreted, if you know what I mean. I'm getting really serious with you all here. But I think it's also important because it is not to be taken for granted, you know, someone's intentions or, you know what I mean? It's complicated, but yeah, role models, interesting title now. It's not the same as it was, and I think people still have that original idea of what a role model is, and especially with girls young, like the females now, female role models are taking a much bigger stand. You know, you have these awesome ladies on screen and TV who are finally being represented in like a starring role, and that's fantastic for young girls, but then it's also like, where are the lines there, and what does that mean without changing technology and changing values and liberation and, you know, sexual orientation or whatever it is. It's very multifaceted, and so, which is fantastic, but it's also, I mean, I love that, there's that joke on the internet where it's like trying to make a joke in 2017 is that little image of a kid trying to make his way through laser beams. Have you seen that? Have you ever seen that? Maybe not. Anyway, it was funny. I don't know where I was going with that. So anyway, that's my point of view.
Okay.
You're like, I don't know what you're like, any of that.
I have to find it now, obviously. So, okay guys, maybe you can already start lining up if you want to, because I know a lot of people want to ask you some questions. But remember what I said, take it easy guys, like 10 people at a time, so please, you know, keep the...
I just saw someone fall over.
Okay, and, okay, while you're doing that, because I think I got the okay, this is actually like a t-shirt, I got the okay for this, right? And it is something that we're going to give away at some point here at Comic Con Convention. It is a t-shirt that has the autographs of a lot of the people, the actors and the actresses and things like that. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Okay, let's see, who do we have here? I think we have Carrie Ingram, we have Emily Swallow, and Kristen Holt, and all those guys, everyone, we have them, and we want your signature, your autograph as well. I can, totally.
I got like really professional.
And you make it bigger than all the others. Yes. Do it.
That's it.
That's it? That's fantastic. Okay, so you guys actually have a chance to win this t-shirt. What you need to do is like keep an eye out for the streaming studio on the corner right down by the t-shirt booth, okay? And you can find out there. See, look at it. It's wonderful. Okay? Yeah. That's something you definitely want. Okay, so the most important things, the questions, you guys, go ahead.
G'day, Alicia. So I'm Laura from Australia. My question or confrontation and how that might play out in like season 3 and how the relationship's going to be.
Yeah, great question. Tonight's episode's a really great episode for that, actually. It's on a little promo. Although maybe it's Monday morning here. Yeah. But yeah, Madison and Alicia's relationship, that's kind of one of the dynamics you don't often see on TV. I think it's such a fantastic relationship. You often see like father-son combos. But a mother-daughter relationship is difficult, it's complicated, because mothers and daughters have a lot more, from my experience and most people I know, there's a lot more tension in different ways because they are so similar most of the time. And what I like about this relationship is, in the show, you really see that flux, that ebb and flow between the two of them needing each other, and or Alicia really craving and desiring her mother's affection and love, where it's kind of her attention's placed on Nick most of the time. And I think that's one of the stronger essences with Alicia, is that craving for her mother's attention and love. And so I think a lot of the things she does is really for that, even if she doesn't know it. But we start to really explore that in a really great way, that that push and pull dynamic between the two of them. And I'm excited for either, it hasn't been established yet, but I'm excited to see if Madison and Alicia's relationship will either rise to a very similar place and they'll support each other, or if they'll actually end up breaking away because of their differences and her innate kind of capacity to always be searching for Nick.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Louise from Denmark. My question is also regarding Fear the Walking Dead. What do you think about Alicia's development in the series so far compared to what you might have imagined when you first got the role and started character creating in your head?
When we first started with Alicia, she appeared quite tough and kind of a little bit of a kid with some rough edges that was from more of a rough neighborhood. I guess growing up with a drug addicted brother and a mother that was sort of, you know, there but not totally there, and a father that just wasn't. And I think what I initially defined her was this toughness that she had, but what's interesting, and especially in the first season and half of season 2, this ability for her to have that kind of nonchalant sassiness and naivety. I think she's quite a smart girl, but she has that sort of chip on her shoulder of a reluctance, because she's always had to prove herself. So around her family, there's sort of like a reluctance to do so. But now seeing her grow, it's been nice to see her be a teenager and then make the mistakes to finally becoming someone in her own right of leadership and discovering her own self kind of by herself. So it's been nice to see her really go from being a teenager into a young woman, and that's something we're going to continue to see, hopefully.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Ella from Copenhagen. I'd like to ask, first I'd like to say thank you for empowering and inspiring LGBTQ youth.
You guys, that's all coming out for it. It's all great.
That really means a lot, and women in general. But I'd like to ask what motivates you to stay in this business, because it can be really tough for a woman.